Fitness gang, here we are. We got glute and boot today on Wednesday. So here's kind of what we got going on. If anybody out there in YouTube land can give us a thumbs up or something about the audio, we think we might be having some audio issues. I'm gonna try to get going with this and see what we can do. So anyway, today we got glutes and boots. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do exercises. They're gonna work on the glutes and the booty, and whatever you want to call it. You want to call it the caboose or the tuchus. That's what we're going to be working on today. So 30 minutes of exercise. We're going to break it up into 4 sets, 30 seconds per set. What I'm going to use, I'm going to use a lot of the fitness bands, the resistance bands, and some of the hip bands. Now, if you don't have these at home, that's perfectly okay because we can even go along, or even just body weight as well. This is kind of an assembly line, so if you have to jump out, if you have to take a break, don't worry because the time restarts and we just keep going with that at all. So what we'll do is we'll get through each set of exercises and then we'll go on. We'll have a little bit of a water break. We'll talk about some things and then we'll hit the next set. So the first place we're going to start right now is we're going to start with banded sumo squats. We're going to use the band here. Set, we're going to go feet width apart and then we're going to pull up. So it's sumo, so what we do is we put our feet out wide like this and come down on our heels. I'll get this timer set up with the 30 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the bottom band, come down on my hamstrings here, and then come up by squeezing my glutes together. And that's going to activate, and I'm going to come right back up again. So we'll do that. We'll do our first set for 30 seconds. Here we go. So coming down and then driving up. Basically what you want to do is you want to do a 2 count down and then a 1 count up and drive up into it. Eight seconds left. We're almost there. Excellent. We'll take a break, we'll shake it out, and then we'll get ready for our second set. What about music? Do we got music playing on this thing too? Oh, we got it all going on, jeez. I've been having some struggles as I transition to the new OBS to create these videos that are a little bit better, a little bit more interactive, so we're coming along. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. We'll hit this again. Again, coming down on our hamstrings, driving up with our glutes. 2 seconds down, drive up. You know, I want to give a shout out to somebody. I hope they're out there tonight. Her name is Ashley. I got to meet this wonderful person this morning, and I've been thinking about her all day. And I hope that she was able to make it. She's showing her husband the Sweat with Brett videos. So I appreciated talking to you today. Thank you so much for coming by. Okay, you finished up set number 2. We're going to move right on to set number 3 here with another 30 seconds on the clock. Now, if you don't have the bands at home, that's okay, because you can still have a great exercise just by mimicking the motions. I can come down on my heels, getting that good stretch on my hamstrings, and then drive back up. The resistance isn't necessary, but it is helpful as you progress along. Excellent. We're doing the third set. We'll just take a quick breather and we'll get on set number 4. And then we'll have a bit of a rest. Okay, let's keep going. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. And when you come up, really accentuate that glute flex. Again, this is glutes and boots, so we're really going to hit the booty today. Great job. We made it through that one. So we're just going to take a small break. Hopefully you have your water with you. I want to talk just a little bit about water because water is so important. Just in everyday life, but especially in fitness, especially in nutrition. Most people don't drink the amount of water that they need. And ultimately what the studies have shown and the science has told us is that we have to be between 1/2 ounce and 1 ounce per pound of body weight. So a 150 pound person would want to be about 75 ounces to 150 ounces of water a day. So 128 ounce gallon, I'm almost got through this. So we're working hard at this. So what should we do now, Chelsea? What do you think? How about deadlifts? Okay, so I'm gonna fold the bands in half here. And I'm gonna grab one of them. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come down, thrust up, down, up. So, when I come down, what I want to do is I want to come down in a motion where I'm not putting my knees past my toes. I'm going to put the majority of the weight on my heel, and then come down with my glute. With my head and my chest up, I'm going to take that and I'm going to squeeze my glutes together, and that's going to bring my body upward. So 30 seconds. Feel this in your quad, where on the last exercise we felt it primarily in our hamstring and our glute. We should feel it in our quad and our glute on this one. Possibly a little bit in the lower back as well. Excellent. And again, as I've said, if we don't have the bands quite yet, that's not a problem. We can still do this exercise. I'll kick this band off to the side here. And we'll do that. Come down, drive up. Come down, drive up. Again, making sure that my knees are not going past my toes when I come down. You don't want to get into this motion right here. You want to stay with your weight balance on your heels. Come down and squeeze your glute up. Down, squeeze your glute up. Perfect. Second set's down. We're going to move on to set number 3. You check my photos and see the exercises that I have coming up. With the technical difficulties that I was troubleshooting through, I didn't write my schedule down. Okay, set number 3. I'll switch back to the bands. Up. Getting there. 4 seconds. Almost there. Perfect. Third set down, moving on to the 4th set. Huh? Sorry, I got Coach Chelsea, the hip thruster exercises that we want to be working on. And also, I didn't mention Chelsea's in the chat too. So she enjoys the feedback. She enjoys being in the chat. So if you got a free hand or a free breath, or if you're sitting on the couch with your popcorn just watching this happen, hey, just type in. Always like to say hi to my virtual 24/7 clients. Josie usually doesn't get these live, but I know she watches these in the archives. Josie, you're doing an amazing job, by the way. I really enjoyed seeing your progress pics last week. You're tearing it up, girl. Okay, 4th set, 30 seconds. Stay with it. Go down, drive up. Almost there. There we go. Nice job. That gets us through the 2nd set. We're doing a little sweating already. We're feeling good. So, as I mentioned just prior, if you don't have the ability to hit these live, or you want to go back and review these all go into the archive. So you can go back through and watch them. This is episode 6. I do have to reshoot episode 7 fighting. This is episode 7, I'm sorry. I have to reshoot episode 6 fighting fitness. But you can find all these in the archives. Watch them. Continue to work with them weekly and get your sweat with bread in every week. Okay, so now we're going to move to to this crazy contraption. I'd like to brag about where I got this, but I got this actually in my wife's FabFit Fun Box. That's not a plug for whatever company that is, but she got this, and this thing is absolutely phenomenal. So what I'm going to do with this is we're going to do donkey kicks. And so I'll set it up this way. Am I still in the shot? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on my foot, and I'm going to hold it on this side, and then I'm going to kick back. Kick back and up. But I'm going to start the timer because I don't want to do this for 30 seconds. Okay, away we go. Again, if you don't have resistance bands, you can most definitely do this with just body weight. Just kick up and out. So I'm holding it with this hand, and I have my foot on the other side here. Now, if you don't have one of these FabFitFun thingies, I'm going to demonstrate that with resistance bands and how you can do that with a resistance band. So similar setup. I'm going to grab the band with my hand and have the other part wrapped around my foot. And I'm just going to kick back. Very nice. And for those without the bands, we'll do one without the bands. We just get on our hands, put our knee on the ground, and we're just going to kick that heel up nice and high. And we're going to feel that right on our booty. Coming all the way down to get a good stretch. Right here, you don't want to shortchange, you want to get a good stretch on that muscle, and then extend. So the way the muscle grows is by having the concentric and eccentric contractions, so by shortening the muscle and lengthening the muscle. And you do that by bringing it all the way back in, and then extending it all the way out. in and then out. You know, we do 4 sets, that's only 2 each leg. So I tell you, let's split the difference and we'll do a 3rd set on these donkey kicks. Fantastic, so we finish up set 2, so we're gonna switch over to the other foot. I'm gonna go back to these. I'm gonna do some research on these. I tell you what, I'll do some research on these and then I will put in the comments where to find these, because these, I've been playing with this all week and there are so many great exercises you can use with this. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so strap in again. Kick it up and out. Come in, get that good flex on the booty and kick it up and out. How's it going over there, Chelsea? All of our friends are chiming in. So far, so none. Okay, well, that's because everybody's too busy working out. Okay, last foot. Okay, last set. I'm gonna really kick it good on this one. There we go. Coming all the way in, getting that good stretch, coming all the way back out. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna take that rest. We're gonna get that water in. So along with doing this Sweat with Brett videos, we also produce another series called Fit by 4, which talks a lot about the different aspects of nutrition and macro meal planning. So we just released a video the other day, the spicy cod taco, absolutely fantastic, delicious meal that we made that was under 500 calories. And so yeah, go take a look at that. The Fit by 4 series, absolutely fantastic stuff. We bring all that stuff to you guys free of charge. You know, there's no subscription for that. We just want to help the BC Fit Nation. We just want to allow people access to the things that they can do to be successful in their fitness journeys. So we're going to move on to the next one. A personal nemesis of mine. These are called the fire hydrants. And this is a booty burner. That's probably why you need a fire hydrant, because your buns are burning. Okay, so here's where we're going to get set. It's a bad joke.
So dumb.
So dumb. Poor joke. Okay, so ultimately, the big shocker is just why they call it the fire hydrant. You'll be able to tell right away. You get on your hands and knees just like this, and you lift your leg up. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 30 seconds on each leg. And I'm going to do these to start with another tool that I use quite a bit is the hip bands. So we're going to put these hip bands just slightly above my knee. And we will execute the fire hydrant for 30 seconds. All right, let's get after it. Bring your leg all the way together and then just extend it out. Lift it up like you're watering the fire hydrant. leg. I'm actually looking forward to demonstrating these without the band. You'll feel that in your hip flexor and you'll feel that in your glute pretty good. Perfect. So if there's any overachievers out there in the BC Fit audience, I'm going to show you the overachiever move. If you're just a little meh on the fire hydrants. I am not meh on the fire hydrants. Those are pretty challenging. So what we're going to do is we're going to do fire hydrant with a kick. Come up, kick, and down. Up, kick, and down. And we're switching legs. Come out just a little bit further here. All right, let me make sure I set that timer. This is not one of those ones you want to forget to set the timer on. And now, as promised, and very reluctantly, I'm going to do it without the bands. For set number 3. So again, just really a good workout as without the bands. In the initial, you know, if you're just starting out, or if you just don't have the equipment, you're going to be so much better off just getting down and doing it without anything than to not do it at all. So I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have you along. Okay, we got that. Now we're going to switch to the next leg. As a friend of mine says, when we do this, we're in the bottom of the third. I stole that, Colleen. All right, we're good there. We got, we're going to start on the 4th set, and it looks like we got room for one more exercise after this. Bottom of the 4th. Finish strong. Okay, that's great. We'll shake it out a little bit and then we'll finish off. We got a couple minutes, we'll finish off with band thrusters. So guys, we do these every Wednesday. Every Wednesday I try to bring something a little bit new. We'll do upper body. Next week we're doing what's called the hidden muscles. I call these the hidden muscles because they're the ones that you can't see in the mirror. So we're gonna work back, we're gonna work triceps, we're gonna work calves, which would, like I say, what I consider to be the hidden muscles. So next Wednesday, 7 o'clock, we're gonna go through episode 8, the hidden muscles. Look forward to seeing you then as well. So band thrusters, super easy. We're just gonna get inside this thing. We're gonna pull the band up to our chest level. We're gonna squat down, come up. So 30 seconds on the clock. So when you drive up, let the momentum come up with the rest of the band. Come back on your heels. Come up, 2 count down, explode up, keeping your knees behind your toes. Excellent. Okay, we'll move right into set number 2. If you don't have the bands, it's perfectly okay. I'll demonstrate without it. You're just gonna come down and come up. Come down and come up. Get down as low as you can and then explode up. 2 seconds down, 1 second up. Two seconds. All right. And we're moving. Set number 3, we're cruising along, we're almost there, guys. We got a sweat going now. Make sure when you come up that you're coming up by squeezing your booty, because again, today was devoted to the glute and the boot. Okay, just for good measure, I'm going to finish my last set how I started with the band. Guys, I love doing this every Wednesday. I love coming out. I love putting on exercises that people watch, people can do from home. Fitness is very important to me. Guys, if you like these videos, please click the like, subscribe. I want to keep bringing these videos to everybody. I want to make sure that everyone's enjoying these videos. So again, if you enjoy these videos, if you watch these videos, if you go back and you see them in the archives, like it, subscribe, because I want to keep doing this. I want to keep bringing it to everybody. That concludes episode 7, Glute and Boot. Thank you so much for joining us, tuning in. Have a great night.